Let me introduce you to Louise, a co-founder and my colleague, who is speaking here with Alan. Now, Alan is a stroke survivor and lives on his own and is a house user. Like Alan, there are 29 million people in Europe over 65 living alone, and everybody wants to stay independent for as long as possible. But as we get older, things happen, and sometimes these events cause us to, sometimes they're irreversible events like falls, but often they are avoidable. Just think about a car. If your oil starts to run down, you get a warning light. The engine's still running. You might not know there's a problem, but you have a limited amount of time to do something about it. We talked to elderly people about how we might do the same thing and what the market offered. And what they told us was that what's on offer today in the market is a button. It's a button that you press when something bad's happened. It's something that you might not have when you really need it in the middle of the night. And the last thing they told us, it's like a medal for being old. So what we thought was, Alan told us every morning he gets up, he boils a kettle and he uses his toaster. So what we thought was, if we monitor his usage of electricity by fitting a device next to his meter cupboard, we can understand his pattern of daily use, and we can identify changes in that use, long-term changes and anomalies. And that's where the name House comes from, because what it does is it helps answer the question, how's dad or how's mum? Now, it's great for Alan, but sensors cost money. The question is, how can we afford to do this for millions of people at huge scale? And the answer is we're working with EDF in France and the UK to look at how we can use smart metering to produce the data that will drive the product. The insights that we've had from our customers so far have been fantastic. Viv tells us House gives her peace of mind on a daily basis. Annette, an older person, says it's nice to know someone's looking out for you. Chris says that thanks to House, he's been able to keep working and look after his dad. Behind this is a fantastic team combining marketing, data scientists, and clinicians. And we're all united with one aim, which is to help families have peace of mind about their elderly relatives, and let the older person know that at all times, somebody else is looking out for them.
Okay, thank you very much. It is a very important theme. As elderly people, they are standing more and more, and these problems are real. But I understood this is concerning about Internet of Things. Can you explain how much costs observation of one person?
How much it costs?
Yeah.
Well, the beauty, what we're driving towards with the smart metering is to make it very, very low cost, because essentially with the smart meter infrastructure, the energy utility is collecting that data. So the marginal cost of providing that data for this purpose is close to zero. So our goal is to bring millions of people into this by doing it at very, very low cost and having a freemium model that allows us to upsell to more detailed information. But the goal here is to harness data that already exists, that means that people won't have to fit new sensors.
Okay, I ask otherly that who will pay about this service?
Who's going to pay? We've designed this as a consumer proposition, and we've designed it to be as low cost as possible. So families will pay, or older people will pay, and we have both. We're already working with older people that have bought it themselves and their families. So we have experience of that.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Can I just ask one follow-up question?
Yeah.
So you're basically checking electricity consumption. Yeah. Is there something more granular? Because then you may just know that somebody is not using the toaster, for instance, they use normally every day. But is there something more specific?
Absolutely. The idea of using the energy consumption is to start the conversation with the customer. It's a very low entry and low cost way of starting the idea that you're looking at their daily routine. And that's part of what I would call this kind of freemium model, where we start with that at very low cost. And then as they get comfortable with it and others want more, and they want more information, then we can upsell other sensors and get more granular information. But it's a way of getting a conversation started. So our program absolutely includes other sensors as you go through the program.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.